Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel, and if this is your first time here, welcome. I first want to start off by telling you guys thank you so much. I've been getting so many different messages of you guys saying you love my content. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So what we will be doing today is a texture release. Yes, and I will be giving more information that I learned about texture release so you can be fully aware of what will happen, how to take care of it, and what to do if you decide to get a texture release. So let's get into today's video. Okay, so what condition should your hair be in when you decide to get a texture release? You want to make sure your hair is 100% healthy. So that means you don't want to have any scalp issues and you don't want to have any issues with your hair like overshedding or breakage or anything like that. Also, if you find yourself coming out of a protective style, then you want to at least give about 2 weeks before you go get the texture release. So I highly definitely suggest that. Do not go get a texture release the day right after you took your protective style out. And when it comes to talking about the history of your hair, and when I speak about history of your hair, any type of chemical service you have done within the last 6 months to a year, and you might be thinking, a year, Ashley? Yes, a year. You want to be upfront and honest. You allow your stylist to make the decision if something can be done on top of what you have already done or anything like that. I do know it's not common for black people to use henna on their hair, but if you have used henna on your hair, anything like that, you need to be upfront and honest about it. Also, if you are allergic to anything, that it can be in products that you find is more popular in products, then of course let your stylist know that. You just want to be upfront and honest about your hair history so you and the stylist can be on one accord before the service is done. All right, you guys. So what you see me doing right now is just detangling my client's hair. And basically what I'm doing is preparing her hair for me to wash it. I will be taking her to the shampoo bowl and I will be using a clarifying shampoo to cleanse her hair. I do use that multiple times before I do the texture release service. And something that I didn't say at the beginning of the video that is very important, and it's just very important in general, but you want to stay away from heavy oils like coconut oil and castor oil. And honestly, by my research and also by many of women I have seen in the salon, and also my heavy research that I have read up on these oils, I do not believe coconut oil and castor oil is the best oils for the hair. This is, like I said, by my research and by seeing people's scalps from constantly using these oils, it was a negative effect. I have seen women have dandruff because of these oils. I have seen women have buildup, a lot of buildup on their scalp, inflammation of the scalp. So doing these oils back to back to back to back to back, like I said, your coconut oils, your castor oils in a heavy amount, and you're doing it back to back to back, it becomes damaging to the hair because it's too difficult to deposit into your hair and it becomes too heavy on the hair and it actually clogs up and becomes a problem for the scalp. So I definitely don't recommend. I do have oils that I use in the salon that I do recommend. All right, you guys. So this is after shampooing her hair. I did shampoo her hair with the clarifying shampoo, and I shampooed her hair twice. And on the second time, I did allow the shampoo to rest on the hair for 5 minutes. That is recommended with the instructions of the texture release. Now, if you're looking for more of a detailed tutorial, then I would put my video up here of me showing you step by step of how I do a texture release at the salon. But in this video, it's not a detailed tutorial, but it's still a little of a tutorial. So what I'm currently doing right now is step one of the texture release, and that is the hair dilator that I am applying all over her hair. It does get very messy, so you want to make sure you put a towel down at the bottom of the floor, and then of course you want to make sure you protect your clients and everything like that because it does get messy. Now, the bottle that this dilator came in, I didn't like it. It was horrible, and it made it difficult for me to get through the service in a quicker time. So, yeah, I would definitely suggest if you have a bottle like this to like get another bottle to transfer the solution in so it will be easy for you to mist and spray it all over the hair and it won't be a problem like I was having. All right, so you want to make sure you divide the hair in 4 sessions, and then also you want to make sure you do small subsections when you're applying the dilator. You don't want to put a heavy, extreme heavy amount on there because you don't want it to weigh the hair down, but you want to give it, like a medium mist and then distribute the rest of the product with the comb. I always use wooden combs because they're better for our hair. So doing this, I utilize my wooden comb to distribute the product through the hair. And if you're asking yourself how thin or how large should the subsections be, you make that decision while you're in the chair when you are examining your client hair. If your client has fine or thick hair, then that makes a change in the sizes that you want to utilize. Of course, if they have more finer hair, then you can do bigger parts. But if they have thicker hair, then of course you want to do smaller parts. Also, the density of the hair. If the client has a lot of hair strands in one follicle of hair, then that's considered the density of the hair. Then that would change also when it comes to making the part. So you want to make that decision as a professional stylist. You want to make sure, you think about that so the overall look can come out nice. All right, so I ask my client questions, especially when I'm doing like a service like this, because I want to know how the product feels on your hair and everything like that. And also, you just want to open up that door for a line of communication and break down that barrier when it comes to you and your clients, for your clients to know that they can be honest with you and tell you how they're feeling and what's going on at the time that the is taking place. Because you just want to make sure you're doing a nice, pleasant job. But also, this is for research for the next client that comes in so you can educate them more. So I did let my client know that with this section, the dilator part, that some people have said that they have felt tingling on the scalp, but it didn't do any type of damage into their scalp, but it's just immediately what they have felt. So you might feel that, and that varies. Some people said they didn't, some said they did, but I just want to give you guys that information for your own knowledge if you decide to get the texture release. Then drop them drawers. I know what you want. I ask myself, is this shit real? I contemplate about how I feel. All right, so this is me still sectioning out the hair and applying the dilator to the hair. I always still keep the instructional books with any chemicals, even my relaxer chemicals, even though I have read over that book multiple times, but I keep the books, the instruction books, you guys, because when I have a client that book for a service, I read over the book. Even though I have done this service multiple times and sometimes it become repetitive, but you find yourself sometimes when you have done things multiple times and you don't think about it, you may skip a step or something like that, which we're all humans, so it could happen. But I love to have the instruction book to read over it, to give myself more information, more education, to be in the right mind space whenever I'm doing any kind of service to somebody here, especially some type of chemical service, like I said, like my texture release relaxers or colors or things like that. I always immediately educate myself before my client come, and if I need to educate myself days before my client come, then I go do that too. But education is something that you will find yourself continuously doing when it comes with hair. I personally always say to myself, and I say this to my sister, but whenever I stop educating myself about hair, I will stop doing hair. I don't want to do hair if I don't want to always be a student. And of course, I am aware what information is just, to me, someone is just talking of what they feel like is best for their hair, or somebody is making an educated opinion that is backed by science and research, because that makes a total difference. But that's what I always do. If I feel like I no longer want to learn about hair, then I don't want to do it anymore, because I don't want to be on somebody's head and I'm not educated in what I am doing.
But you make it way too hard to think that this could be what you love. It took a lot of hardship just to learn how not to.
Okay, so right here, what I'm currently doing is getting taken out the twist, because I'm about to place her under the dryer for 10 minutes with the system one, which is the dilator on her hair. So you put a plastic cap over your client's head. I also make sure I put the cotton around the perimeters. So if the solution or anything spill, it will spill on the cotton and not into my client's eyes. It's just another barrier of protection, and just always looking out for your client to make sure they have a pleasant experience with this service. Like I said, she will be placed under the hooded dryer for 10 minutes.
No matter what I've seen in the past, I want that impact.
All right, so this is her coming off and under the dryer for the 10 minutes. And I'm currently going to continue to dry her hair with my hand dryer to continue to deposit in the actual dilator into the hair and prepare her for the next step. All right, so I want to give you guys some more information of what is the texture release, because I know I have multiple videos that kind of break down what a texture release is and everything I have experienced with my texture release, with my clients' texture release. But just to give you guys some more meats and potatoes of what a texture release is. A texture release is a heat activating straightening system. This system combines of amino acids to temporarily loosen the curls and the coils of the hair. It is a treatment that has to be done. I want to repeat that. This is a treatment that should and has to be done in a salon by a professional. I do understand people do a lot of treatments and caring for your hair at home, but I highly, highly, highly suggest you guys with this go to a professional that has the knowledge, that has the history of utilizing the texture release, and go get it done there so you will be in safe hands. Avlon has been developing the texture release system for many, many, many years before they brought it to market in 2011. Now, I don't know why I'm just now hearing about it. If it was pushed out there in 2011, sorry, you guys, it's raining and it's thundering, so maybe you guys can hear it. But if so, sorry. But I feel like I'm just now knowing about this, like for the last, I want to say maybe going on a year or so. But yeah, it was out in 2011, but I'm so glad I learned about it because I love it.
The impact that we grown now, baby. But can't let it slip away. I drift away, can go to waste, go to waste. I say it straight to your face. Won't contemplate, you got to play that, babe. I don't wanna wait another minute for you. I know you got me falling from the ceiling for you. Knew it from the start, there was no limit to you. And I'm catching feelings, baby.
I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option due to unusual rain and thunder, baby, I wonder, would you just put your sweats on for me? Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for you. Let me lay a great time on you. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will. Come through and chill.
With you tonight is on an island. Yeah. It's about time we're waking up. Found you wasn't with me waking up. Now you for said I couldn't miss your touch. I needed to distance myself from you. Oh, just to know you want you. So come close, won't you? Can I tell you something for what it's worth? If you had this place on earth, take you there, I'll take you. Show you something, give you more than words. If you had this place on earth, take you there, I'll take you there. Take you there, won't you? Fill me up till my cup's overflowing.
All right, so this is me about to divide her hair in four sections again, so I can do step 2 on her head for the texture release system. But just look at the shine right now. Like her hair, I haven't even straightened it or anything like that. And with this texture release service, I noticed it gives a nice shine to the hair, like a sheen. It gives a really nice look to the hair. So, like I said, you want to make sure your hair is already 100% healthy before you do the texture release. But I think it's a perfect middleman for someone that feels like you don't want to go to a relaxer because you don't want a permanent change, but you do need alterations to your hair and you do need more to make your hair more manageable for you and more easy to deal with for you. Then I think the texture release is a perfect middleman between a relaxer and being natural. You still need something to help you out. Here it is. Here it is. And you don't have to get this done every single month or nothing like that. It is every 2 to 3 months you get it done. And on top of that, it wash out the hair. So if you find yourself saying, I liked it, but it's not something I want to keep up, the perfect thing is that it just wash out the hair. So you don't have to worry about your hair being permanent. I can't say that word, permanently changed. So I love it.
I'm so anxious just to feel the silence. It's so quiet, but I hear you saying to me, baby.
Okay, so we are at step 2 with the texture release service. This is the releasing lotion. It's a activating lotion, and it has the cream base and the silkiness and the what word do I want to use? Like, it's not a thick solution, it's very much a loose solution like lotion. So it does have the perfect name, but that's what you see me putting in this bottle because I'm preparing to apply it all over her hair. Like I did the last time, I divided in 4 sections, and then I followed through and I applied the releasing lotion on subsection areas in small subsections. Then I apply it against the hair. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Time for making up time. The time you wasn't with me waking up. Now you never said I couldn't miss you touch. I needed to, I needed to, needed to distance myself from you. I was just alone with you. So come close, won't you? Won't you? Can I tell you something for what it is worth? We can have it, place on earth. Take you there, take you. I'll show you something, give you more than words. We can have it, place on earth. Take you there, take you there. Take you there. Give me, please be done. Teach me, nothing can be done. I want you to give it to me, yeah. Give me, please be done. Teach me, nothing can be done. I want you to give it to me, yeah.
So right here, I'm just going to slow it down and put it in real time so you guys can see me applying the release lotion to my client hair. You want to make sure when you are applying the release lotion, you do it to the base, to the ends. You want to avoid the scalp. You don't want to put the release lotion on the scalp. So keep in mind, be careful with that, but you'll apply it to the base of the hair and you'll take it all the way down to the ends. Now, the type of brush that I'm using, this is the brush that is usually utilized when you're doing color. It is called a paint brush because it lets you apply product evenly, and also it lets you get large areas when you applying the color, or in my case, I'm applying the releasing lotion. So it helps me get through the hair faster. It helps me be more accurate and making sure I apply the product all over, and then I follow through with a comb and just comb the product through. So also what I do, just for safety, caution, and everything like that, I always keep the handbook near me. So just in case I need to refer back to the handbook, just in case I forgot something, or just in case I feel like I'm lost or a step I didn't complete or do, then I always refer back to the handbook. And of course, I let my clients know when they sit in the chair and I have my consultation at the beginning. I let them know, like, I will always have the handbook near me so I can refer to that. And as a client, just wanting to know, do you prefer or do you like that your stylists have the handbook near them, or do you feel like that makes you feel uncomfortable and you feel like maybe they don't know what they're doing because they got the the handbook near them. Like, I know what I'm doing, but I just always like to be safe than sorry. That is just always my motto. So I love to keep the handbook near me so I can quickly pick it up and make the changes that need to be made so we can get the best results out of whatever we are doing to your hair. So let me know, leave comments down below. What do you like as a client?
Trapping like the narco. Got dope like Pablo. Cut throat like Pablo. Shot trees with the Draco. On the north got Diego. Say hasta luego. We'll be in rapping kilo. Snub nose with potato. Take out. No monkey in the jungle, blind hot like a sauna. Bouncing up and I'm trying to weave an anaconda. Jumping in the water, trying to sleep across the border. Got see cars out, got me big bad for Ronald. Out bag of money, know I gotta have it. Savage, but I'm still a gentleman in Cali. Atlantic, nigga turn them in about the cabbage. Kill his whole family, they run off with the package. I just put a pack on the way to Bogota. Poke his ass out, and I'm telling what he saw. Watch out, I don't know if he'll talk. Get a chainsaw and I'ma saw our legs off. They know that we're a gang, but they say that we're a ring. Investigating, taking pictures of the whole team. Undercover trying to do his thing. 10 mil on a plane, going straight to Medellin. Trapping like the narco. Got dope like Pablo. Cut throat like Pablo. Shot trees with the Draco. On the north got Diego. Say hasta luego. We'll be in rapping kilo. Snub nose with potato. Hey. Cold gang with the cocaine. The more money make more rain. Going up a bank while I'm back in propane. Point blank range, give a nigga nose range. Skip to my loo with the pack and the cat. Jiffy, loo with the bricks, where they at? Drippin', ooze, the paddock all wet. Birds in the truck, they ain't leaving at the nest. Get pie face set like milk. Yup, running with the pack, got slipped. Hands in the cookie jar, cut his finger off. Nigga being greedy, we gon' cut his tummy out. 100 bricks on the road, took a couple routes. Flush mama house, Hermes and Philly couch. I ain't really with the razzle dazzle. Knock him out, but then I throw him out the boat paddle. Go to Tijuana, put the kilo on the saddle. Sack him, hit a lick and cop a pterodactyl. Pap him, chop a bite down like an apple. Match it with the acres, with the horses in the cattle. Like the narco. Got dope like Pablo. Cut throat like Pablo. Shot trees with the Draco. On the north got Diego. Say hasta luego. We'll be in rapping kilo. Snub nose with potato.
All right, so now that step 2 is completely on her head, I will be placing her under the dryer for 35 minutes. And that's just me running my mouth as usual. I love like just conversating with my clients. It's just relaxing and just a chill vibe. But she'll be under the dryer for 35 minutes and then I will be taking her off and under the dryer. All right, so now what I'm about to do is rinse out her hair with very, very cold water. You want to make sure the water is very cold, and I'm going to rinse it out for 3 minutes max. And what this do, it just removes any excess residue of the solution, the lotion that I applied to her hair. So that's how it's removed. You want to open up the hair. You want to rinse the hair on the scalp. You want to let the water run down the actual hair shaft and everything like that. You want to be very thorough. Set a timer for 3 minutes because you don't want to go past 3 minutes. That is the maximum time to be able to do this part. Also, like I said before, if you want to have more of a detailed tutorial of the texture release, then please check out my other previous videos. It has every single step in there that you will need to be able to execute this service if you are a licensed professional stylist. But if you're not a licensed professional stylist, then I definitely recommend please go get the service done by a professional. Now, also what I need you guys to do, please hit the thumbs up on this video. Please thumbs up the video, leaving comments down below, even something is saying like I enjoy your tutorials, or I enjoy your videos, or thanks a lot for this information, or you're doing great, or I'm happy to see a licensed professional on the platform, whatever. I'm just making up comments that could be suggested or left down below. But leaving comments, you guys, and hitting a thumbs up on the videos helps me out a lot. So please take out the time to do that. Is that really helps me. It helps anybody on this platform. Something as simple as just hitting a thumbs up before you leave the video to say thank you for even posting a video for me to even see in the downtimes that I'm not doing anything, because that's when I go to YouTube, is to not just learn things but just sometimes when I just want to pass time. So just giving back, generosity of telling that person thank you for taking out the time of your day to give content to me so I can enjoy. I just want to leave a thumbs up. Like, that helps out so much. So please, you guys do that. And thank you for watching. All right, so we are done with that part of the service. And yeah, now I remember when I first did my first texture release and I was reading over the instructions, and it said at this point, when you rinse out the hair, you only can do a maximum of 3 minutes. And I was like, 3 minutes, that's it? That is not enough time. And actually, it definitely is enough time to be able to rinse out the whole head. Now, what I will say is go to 3 minutes. Do not do 1 minute or 2 minutes. No, if it say a maximum of three, definitely rinse out all the way to 3 minutes. Don't try to do it shorter, because you just want to take advantage of every single opportunity you have, and you want to be intentional when you are rinsing it. That's why I said make sure you divide the hair, make sure you are applying the water to the actual hair shaft, and from the base to the ends. Make sure you get the scalp, you're cleansing the scalp with the water, everything like that, because you want to close those cuticles and you want to make sure you get all the residue off. But right now, I am just about to detangle my client's hair to get prepared. Okay, so I am about to detangle my client's hair to prepare to blow dry it. And once again, like I always say, I use the best leave-in out there so far, and that is the Mazzani, the 25 Mazzani Miracle Milk leave-in conditioner. I love that leave-in conditioner. It works wonders. And also, you guys, I'm not for sure if I ever said this before in any of my videos, but with the texture release, is two ways that you can do it. Like at this point, if you want to just wear your hair in a natural hairstyle, like a twist out or a roller set or things like that, you can do that at this point. You don't have to technically go with the press out part. That is a option of the texture release. So if you are one of the girlies that want the texture release because you want to make it easier for you to detangle your hair, for you to be able to wear your hair in natural hairstyles, and you want the ability for it to last longer and loosen your curl pattern, then you can do that, and you could just stop at this point, and then from this point you could just move forward with doing a natural hairstyle instead of doing the press out. So that is an option for you. Oh, and I also would like to add, because my sister asked me this, but also with the texture release, men can get the texture release as well. Like if your hair is natural and you're a guy and you're having difficulties with the same issues, like if you feel like your curls are not uniform and you want more of a uniform look, if you find it difficult to comb your hair or style your hair and like the natural styles you want to style it in and things of that sort, then a man can get this same service done too. Only thing you don't have to do is the press out part. So the texture release is not only is it universal from wearing it different ways, but also it's unisex. So men and women can get it done too.
and we can ride the boogie, share that beat of love. I wanna ride.
All right, you guys. So now we're about to get into the press out part, but I wanted to do this side by side because I wanted you guys to see like this is just blowing the hair out with the texture release system in the hair. Like, look at the shine and how healthy her hair looks. Now, once again, like I said, the texture release should be done when your hair is healthy, but I'm just saying how much it doesn't damage the hair at all. It leaves the hair looking so good in multiple stages. Like when your hair is just technically shampooed out and you're just wearing it out the shower, when you blow dry your hair, and when you press out your hair. Like any stage, to me, the texture release show like the actual highlight the greatness of your hair. So that's why I love this system so much. But I definitely want to tell you guys, like, if you're not comfortable pressing it out, like I said, you always can stop right here and wear it blown out and wear different styles of your hair being blown out, or you can wear it in when it's wet and do some type of styles with your hair being wet, like a twist out and things of that sort. Or you can do what my client is doing. You can press it out and wear it pressed. But look at the shine. Look at the shine. God.
10:30, no later than drop them drawers. I know what you want. I ask myself, is this shit real? I contemplate about how I feel, but you make it way too hard to think that this could be what you love. It took a lot of hardship just to learn how not to break down and stop it. No matter what I've seen in the past, I want that in.
All right, so I want to slow this down in real time because I want to talk to you guys about the passes. So we went with the Ultimum Pass, which means 7 passes of heat from the flat iron on the hair to lock in everything. So now this is up to you. Also, I definitely recommend to make sure you have the conversation with your stylist and you and your stylist make the decision of how many passes that you want to do, because I believe you can do 3, 5, and 7, I believe. But I don't have the book in front of me right now to make sure that it's 100% accurate. But yes, you could do the maximum passes is 7. I know for sure you can't go past 7. And then, of course, you can do lower than that depending on the density and the thickness and fineness of the hair and everything of that sort. But yeah, that's definitely is should be talked about and recommended by your stylist. What is the maximum, or how many passes should you guys do? Now with my client, we decided to do the 7 passes, which it was no damage, no issue with her hair, and of course it looked flawless and great. So, and yeah, and when I did a texture release on myself, I decided to do the 7 passes because I wanted the optimal results. And one of the things was that, number one, I wanted to lock in all the solution and the products and everything from the texture release. Number two, I wanted to release some of my curl pattern. I wanted to loosen my curl pattern. And the third thing was that I wanted to be able to get the maximum benefits from it, so I didn't have to get my texture release done again until later on, which is 3 months at the latest. I did notice after 3 months, my texture release was completely washed out of my hair, and I was sad, and I wanted to get it done again, but the person that did my texture release hasn't been available to do it again. But I definitely went with the 7 passes because I wanted all of the benefits, all of them, and I got them. So, yeah, definitely, like I said, have this conversation with your stylist to make the decision on how many passes you want done on your head, or even if you even want to straighten it at all. But I definitely loved it.
It's so quiet, but I hear you saying to me, baby, said our time will make enough time. The times you wasn't with me waking up. Now you never said I couldn't miss you touch. I needed to distance myself from you. I was just alone without you. So come close, won't you? Can I tell you something for what it is worth? We've been having it back on.
All right, so I want to slow it down right here as well because Mr. T, he's a great barber at the Salon Suite, and my shampoo bowl was clogged up with hair, so he took the time to help me out and he cleaned out the shampoo bowl. Thank you so much. But yes, if you are located in Houston and you're looking for a great barber for your husband, your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your son, or if you are on my video and you still happen to be a guy and you're located in Houston looking for a barber, yeah, at the Salon Suites we have great barber, but Mr. T, he's really good. He's a really good barber. So yeah, he helped me out and cleaned out my shampoo bowl, and I needed that because the next day I did color. So I was like, I need this shampoo bowl cleaned out.
Investigating, taking pictures of the whole thing. Undercover trying to do his thing. Sitting there on a plane, going to the military. Trapping like the narco. Got dope like Pablo. Cut throat like Pablo. Chop trees with the Draco. On the north got Diego. Say hasta luego. We'll be in rapping kilo. Snub nose with potato. Hey. Cold gang with the cocaine. The more money make more rain. Going up a paint while I'm back in propane. Point blank range, give a nigga nose range. Skip to my Lou with the pack and the cat. Jiffy, Lou with the bricks, where they at? Drippin', ooze, the paddock all wet. Birds in the truck, they ain't leaving at the nest. Get pie face set like milk. Yup, running with the pack, got slipped. Hands in the cookie jar, cut his finger off. Nigga being greedy, we gon' cut his tummy out. 100 bricks on the road, take a couple routes. Flush mama house, Hermes and Philly couch. I ain't really with the razzle dazzle. Knock him out, but then I throw him out the boat paddle. Go to Tijuana, put the kilo on the saddle. Sack him, hit a lick and cop a pterodactyl. Pap him, chop a bite down like an apple. Match it with the acres, with the horses in the cattle. Like the narco. Got dope like Pablo. Cut throat like Pablo. Chop trees with the Draco. On the north got Diego. Say hasta luego. We'll be in rapping kilo. Snub nose with potato.
Damn, Zeus, you too cold, bruh. What you doing?
All right, you guys. So we're getting close to the end of the video. So what I'm doing is just cleaning up her ends and everything like that to make sure her hair is completely healthy. So I want to tell you guys it's starting to be taking me more time than normal to edit my videos and post them because I am very busy at the shop and we are coming up on the holiday time. So, in my personal life, being a mom, being a wife, preparing for the holidays, all of that is taking over as well. So, I just want to apologize because usually I try to have the videos out on Mondays, but I haven't been able to make sure I'm able to do that. But I would definitely try to make sure I always have a video out at least once a week to give to you guys. But I just wanted to give you guys that update so you are aware of what's going on my side. But yeah, I'm just cleaning up her hair and we're almost done and it looks great. All right, so we're at the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And always remember to drink your water for healthy hair, skin, and nails. And I will talk to you guys later. See you next time. Bye bye.